Sherry Martin walked down the familiar alley, the evening shadows stretching long behind her. But tonight, a prickle of unease made the hairs on her neck stand on end. Footsteps echoed her own. She whirled around to face her new colleague, Kathy Jennings, who now held a bizarre, futuristic pistol aimed squarely at her head. "Kathy, what the hell are you doing?" Sherry stammered, her mind struggling to process the impossible. "My name isn't Kathy." Kayla spat, a single tear tracing a path through the grime on her cheek. "It's Kayla. You killed my brother." The accusation hung heavy in the air. "Did you kill my father too?" I I don't know what you're talking about." Sherry's voice trembled, her eyes wide with genuine fear and confusion. The raw terror on her face gave Kayla a jolt. This wasn't the monstrous Empress, not yet. Kayla froze, the weight of the energy pistol heavy in her hand. This was the woman who would become a tyrant. But this Sherry was innocent. The old man's warning echoed in her mind. It will not work. "Jennifer?" Sherry's voice, laced with surprise, cut through Kayla's internal struggle. Kayla instinctively glanced over her shoulder. Jennae stood there, her humanoid face impassive. The split-second distraction was all Sherry needed. She bolted, sprinting down the alley towards the street, her screams for help piercing the night. Adrenaline surged through Kayla. She and Jennae gave chase, Kayla's grip tightening on the energy pistol. "She's getting away!" Jennae's voice was urgent. Sherry was mere feet from the relative safety of the bustling street. A desperate choice. Kayla's finger tightened on the trigger. A searing bolt of energy ripped through the air, striking Sherry in the back of the head. She crumpled to the ground, lifeless. Nausea clawed at Kayla's throat. She stared at the young woman, her fleeting acquaintance, now a corpse in the alley. What if I made the wrong choice? Jennae knelt, her synthetic fingers checking for a pulse. She's gone. Kayla's gaze remained fixed on Sherry's still form. A woman pushing a stroller paused on the street, her eyes widening in horror as she took in the scene. She recoiled, hurrying away, shielding her child. The sight snapped Jennae into action. "Kayla, we have to go," she urged, but Kayla remained frozen. A police officer, alerted by the fleeing woman, approached the alley, his voice crackling on his radio. "Right now, Kayla!" Jennae grabbed her arm, frantically adjusting the time travel device. A blinding flash engulfed them. They reappeared in the familiar confines of the Resistance bunker, mere minutes after their departure. But the scene was chaos. Energy blasts tore through the air, computers exploded in showers of sparks, and the acrid smell of burning metal filled their nostrils. Sherry Empress's time clones were there, a relentless wave of destruction. The old time traveler's lifeless body lay where they had left it. Jennae dragged Kayla behind a crumbling wall. General Sherman, his face grim, fired desperately at the encroaching clones. "What happened?" he yelled over the din. "They arrived right after you left." "We killed her," Kayla shouted back, her voice raw with emotion. "Confirmed," Jennae added, her gaze scanning the carnage. A horrified realization dawned on Kayla. Could he have been right? A sudden energy blast struck General Sherman, his body slumping against the wall. Kayla's eyes followed the trajectory of the shot, landing on Kimmy Dixon, her face a mask of cold triumph. "Nice try, Kayla," Kimmy sneered, her energy pistol aimed directly at Kayla's face. "Sherry Empress sends her regards." Before Kimmy could fire, Jenny reacted instantly. Twisting the dials on the time travel device, she yanked Kayla's arm and slammed the activation button. They materialized once more in the alley behind Novatech, the air thick with the lingering scent of ozone. Disbelief washed over them. "According to my calculations," Jennae stated, her voice flat, "we are now in 2024, approximately 24 hours before our initial arrival." "So what do we do now?" Kayla whispered, her voice laced with desperation. Jennae's synthetic eyes narrowed, a new determination hardening her features. "We have to get Sherry Martin to safety. Until we can figure out everything,